And they're off. Dancing for Zoe and Strange Love were off to slow beginnings. Unbridled Song breaks alertly. Rage is there. In between horses, Blushing Jim coming on through to grab a short lead. It's Blushing Jim in front by a head, and the highly touted Unbridled Song is right there on the outside, second by 2.5 lengths. Rage is now running in third position. Then down on the inside, Einstein runs along in fourth. Silvermind is now fifth by 3. And toward the rail, Strangelove runs along in sixth. Panama J is now seventh on the outside, followed by third Mortgage, then Dancing for Zoe, and Kennesaw lags behind. Moving toward the top of the stretch now, and Unbridled Song assumes the lead. Unbridled Song. The opening quarter went in 22-2. Unbridled Song after a half in 46 flat, rolling away from Blushing Jim by 3. Strangelove moving into second. Rage is third on the outside. A very confident Mike Smith taking a peek back on Unbridled Song. Unbridled.
Well, James Ryerson is about to take a nice deep breath. Unbridled Song has not only run, she has run well. He has run well. He wins for fun here very impressively. Caranex Stable, James Ryerson, Mike Smith, in hand all the way. 320, 290, 250. Strangelove, 770, 620.
And they're off. Seacliff getting out first. Appealing Skier rushing up on the inside. Honor and Glory is good early speed. And in between horses, Hennessy is right there, and Blushing Jim out of the chute and up the back stretch. And it is Appealing Skier flashing his early speed now out to get the lead. Blushing Jim will put the pressure on now. Seacliff is 4 wide. Hennessy comes on through. He's now running third. Seacliff is fourth. Honor and Glory just off the pace. Now he's back running in fifth position. Unbridled Song is back racing in sixth. He's never been that far behind. O'Dial the Maiden is now seventh. Sampras down on the rail is eighth. Winter Quarters is ninth. Diligence is 10th today. And then farther back, Secreto de Estado. And the two trailers are Editor's Note and Etc. Appealing Skier up the backstretch and a blitz through the first quarter in 22-2. Blushing Jim moving to his neck now. Hennessy is poised on the outside now. Hennessy revving up and seizes the lead at the half-mile pole. Hennessy short lead. Blushing Jim right there. On the outside, Seacliff draws into dramatic contention now. Appealing Skier is dropping out of it. Unbridled Song in traffic. Room at the inside for Sampras, who's coming on through. Honor and Glory will be spun out 5 or 6 wide. Winter Quarters in with a chance, but he'll need some running room. O'Dial down inside. Etc. nowhere to go. Wide open in the juveniles. The field turns for home. Unbridled Song taking the lead as the field turns for home. On the outside, Hennessy and those two will come down to the final furlong together. Hennessy in a full-out drive. Unbridled Song giving his all toward the rail. Farther back, Honor and Glory is now running in third. Editor's Note is fourth. Unbridled Song and Hennessy in a duel down to the line. Unbridled Song, Hennessy, here's the wire. And it is Unbridled Song who wins by a head. A hard-fought head it was over Hennessy this afternoon in the Juvenile. He usually goes right to the lead, not today. Off the pace, a brief but brilliant season for Unbridled Song.
And just one horse, Appealing Skier, a horse with tremendous speed. Look for him to go to the front and try and stretch it. They're all in line. Ensign Ray acting up. And they're off in the Florida Derby. And from the extreme outside, Appealing Skier takes the lead as expected, with Rick Wilson gunning his charge to the front. There goes Unbridled Song into the second spot. Built for Pleasure at the rail in the orange colors races third. Cobra King between horses. Louis Quatorze in yellow on the outside is next. Then comes Skip Away. Ensign Ray caught wide. Then comes Tours Big Red second last. And at the back of the pack, Editor's Note with Gary Stevens ninth, about 12 lengths from the lead. As they move to the backstretch, Appealing Skier, who got away with a pretty easy quarter of 23 seconds, has the lead by a half length, but being pressed on the outside by Unbridled Song with Mike Smith aboard. Then a gap of 2.5 to Louis Quatorze, racing third at this point. On the outside, Skip Away, trained by Sonny Hine, is fourth by half a length. Built for Pleasure along the inside is fifth, about 5 from the lead. Then comes Tours Big Red. The favorite, Cobra King, is between horses looking for some racing room at the present time as they round the far turn. And the battle on the front end continues with Unbridled Song and Mike Smith on the outside taking command by a neck. Appealing Skier at the rail is back into the second spot, and Louis Quatorze is racing third, and here comes Skip Away in the striped colors, and Shane Sellers aboard, gaining ground with every stride. As they turn for home, though, it's Unbridled Song, the horse who won the Breeders' Cup Juvenile last year, in front and set sailing for home with a 3-length lead. Here comes editor's note from the back of the pack, last early, but second now and trying to run down the front runner. Down the stretch they come. Unbridled Song with Mike Smith has it. He wins the Florida Derby by 4 lengths. 23 pounds, 3 less than they'll carry in the Kentucky Derby. In contention is in. 6 of them ready to go. Fast track. And they're off, and Unbridled Song pops away quickly. Romano Gucci along the inside to challenge early. Those two hook up as they head to the clubhouse turn, and with Julie Crone aboard, Romano Gucci a bit wide there at the first turn, has the lead and is in front by 1 length. Smith on the outside with Unbridled Song inches up a closer second. Then it's a gap of 3 back to Harrowman in the green and white colors in third position. On the outside, Featherbox gains in fourth. At the rail, Secreto de Estado is next, and at the back of the pack in contention. It's about 8 lengths from front to back as they move down the backstretch, first quarter in 23-2. And the battle still continues on the front end. Romano Gucci on the inside leads it by a head, and Unbridled Song on the outside is second, but they're not going that fast. The half was in 47-1. But those two have now drawn away from the other 4 in the contest. There's a gap of 6 lengths, make it 7 lengths back to Harrowman, who's racing third. But now Unbridled Song on the outside takes command. Romano Gucci on the inside is second right there. 6 lengths farther back, Harrowman, then comes Featherbox in contention. Secreto de Estado is the trailer. As they move to the top of the stretch, it's an easy lead that Mike Smith has with Unbridled Song, getting 3/4 of a mile in an easy 1:11-1. Straightening away in the stretch, Unbridled Song in front by 2 lengths. On the outside, Romano Gucci from the back of the pack in contention, and that's where any competition for the horse on the front, Unbridled Song, is going to come from. And down the stretch they come in the wood. Unbridled Song now being roused in front by 2. In contention on the outside, second best today, Unbridled Song.
Was before the race. He seemed a little tense actually at that time. Well, there he is, Charlesy, favorite for the Derby.
And Jim, that was just the easiest sort of victory. Not only did he win in hand, but just...
And they're off. Unbridled Song and Appealing Skier get away well, and Splendid Sprinter down inside has come out third. They're moving up the chute, and it is Appealing Skier who's racing well off the rail, keeping Unbridled Song well out into the track in the early going. Splendid Sprinter will do his running from just off the pace. Appealing Skier with Unbridled Song right at his neck as they continue their run up the backstretch. The opening quarter, 22 3/5 seconds, fairly comfortable for the speedy Appealing Skier, and Unbridled Song having no problem staying with him. 2.5 lengths back to Splendid Sprinter, who lets the other two go at it head to head. Picking up the tempo as they head into the far turn. Appealing Skier now a 1/2 length. Mike Smith keeps Unbridled Song glued to him with 3 furlongs to go. They ran a half, 45 1/5 seconds. 4 lengths back to Splendid Sprinter, who remains third. As they approach the top of the stretch, Unbridled Song getting ever closer to Appealing Skier. They will arrive at the top of the stretch on even terms with Splendid Sprinter third. And as they turn for home at the top of the stretch, Unbridled Song on the outside, Appealing Skier at the inside. Into the final furlong, Unbridled Song under a hand ride is getting away from Appealing Skier today. And Splendid Sprinter is third. Coming into the final 16th, it will be Unbridled Song. And he won very easily today. Unbridled Song wins by 3 in 1:21-2.
An impressive return race for Unbridled Song, his first try since the end of November, where he disappointed here at Aqueduct. He was treated with Lasix for the first time. Unbridled Song